It was intriguing that she didn't even confirm it to the cameras. And you guys, I am ecstatic about these nominations. Of note, Rachel has been lying since the night of the eviction, claiming that she voted to kick Zach out, and it appears that others are accepting this deception. I mean, it makes natural that Vince wouldn't give her his typical side eye while crying. Here are some pretty significant facts from today's live feeds building up to the nomination ceremony, before we discuss who Rachel nominated. Morgan and others were upset at Zach's departure, despite the fact that they were the ones who fired him to keep Vince. They are not the ones who planned Zach's demise. They are behaving as though he simply left on his own. Morgan effing scares me, Ava said to Will. I know she was the one organizing the votes against Zach, and she was grieving the most over him. Like a puppy, Morgan followed him everywhere. Ava responds, if she would do that to Zach, what would she do to any of us? That's right. Excellent statement, Ava. She also informed Will that although Mickey and Morgan went to great lengths to free Rachel, this week might have been simple for everyone. Will declared that he would never put Rachel forward. And Ava thinks the same thing. In addition, Rachel mentioned Boston Rob Mariano, one of my other favorite reality competition competitors, to Kelly as they were discussing strategy. Rachel wanted to know if Kelly had seen Rob play Survivor 22. According to Rachel, he returned to Survivor during that season, played with a number of new individuals, and they all made it to the end together. I recall that time of year. It was excellent. Is that what Rachel's trying to do? Inquired Kelly. And she responded, yeah, Kelly and Rachel seemed to reach an agreement to try and get to the end together. I thought it was great that she spoke to Kelly in this way. Additionally, she has been attempting to persuade Keanu to change his careless gameplay. Rachel seems to be putting her small island of mismatched toys together. Even though Will, Kelly, Keanu, and Ava are more normal than the others, he is somewhat of an outsider due to his age and laid-back demeanor. Another amusing thing was that Morgan and Vince were hoping for a battle back, so they could get Zach back into the game. They are free to abandon that. However, it was amusing to witness the remorse once more for something Morgan skillfully assisted in planning. Because he thought he was going on the block, Vince initially approached Rachel and asked her to be gentle in his nomination speech when she put him up. If I do go up, can I go front door so I can play veto? Vince asked. Rachel chuckled and expressed her admiration for Vince's belief that he posed a significant enough threat to warrant support. It was amusing. Rachel was then summoned to the doctor, and she locked in her nominations at this time, you know. Then there was this exchange with Mickey, who I suppose at that time was unaware that Nam appeared to be locked. Mickey then enters, essentially takes over Rachel's HOH room, and starts bombarding Rachel with falsehoods, manipulations, and gaslighting. Additionally, while I watched the lecture, I noticed that many were concerned that Mickey was genuinely persuading Rachel of something by glancing at the #onks. As I mentioned earlier, I was very certain that the noms were locked at that point, so I found it amusing. It was completely crazy. I'll just highlight some of the highlights for you. The noms follow. Mickey said he was sorry he sent Jimmy away, was shedding a tear or two about it, but then she revealed that she had heard rumors about him and had taken him by surprise. After we all witnessed it, Mickey attempted to blame Rachel by claiming that she forced her to pick Ava over Jimmy. The response is, well, I don't think so. Mickey remarked how difficult it was to send someone as covered by God as Zach was. That's exactly what she said. This is amusing. Mickey claimed that she had already expressed regret for throwing him out. It's all right, you know. Reilly and Kat rang the HOH doorbell a couple of times while they were conversing. And Mickey didn't even give Rachel a chance to respond. Yeah, Mickey exclaims, and then yes. Extremely loud and hostile, as if it were her room. Once more they ring the doorbell. Mickey then yells, yes. She's shouting so loudly that Rachel kindly shouts out, come in. They then open the door and take a quick look inside. Mickey was a little impolite, asking, what do you guys want? Rachel answered, okay, come in, when they expressed a desire to speak. Mickey, however, chased them away. After Rachel asked him a few probing questions about what she had heard was going on, Mickey pulled the classic gaslighter and accused Rachel of being neurotic. It's a catchphrase for gaslighting. Additionally, It appears that Mickey believes no one has informed Rachel of the derogatory remarks she has been making behind her back during week 5. Mickey then began hurling names of people Rachel is close to, people she clearly wanted on the block. According to Mickey, Keanu claimed that he could persuade Rachel to do anything. Mickey claimed that Keanu is untrustworthy and that Kelly betrays confidence. It was Mickey's greatest effort to get them on the block. Additionally, she assured Rachel, wait for it, that she had never lied to her. That, of course, was just one more lie. When I heard that, my eyes rolled back in my brain. While stating that Keanu wanted her out, Mickey too broke down in tears. In essence, Mickey was acting very desperate and insane. Then at around 3:20 p.m., Big Brother time, which is later than what we've been observing for noms, the feeds went down. The 3 candidates Rachel nominated were confirmed when the feeds resumed at around 5 p.m. Big Brother time. On the block are Vince, Morgan, and Mickey. I was hoping to see that. And that was really getting to Mickey. After making a pledge to put Rachel on the block for days on end, Mickey gets nominated, and she is furious. Like the salty 1-inch rim of a gigantic-ass Texas margarita. She sobbed as she told Ashley, Will, and Ava, "This was great. Rachel hasn't changed in 15 years. She concluded, 2 kids and a husband don't make you a better person. And for those of us who are aware that this is not a huge baby, but rather a big brother, absolutely. Rachel has always been the same shark. That's something Mickey can take straight to the street. She claimed that since this incident, she is coming for Rachel and is no longer required to treat her with kindness. Because let's face it, she hasn't been kind to her and was already after Rachel. Thus, Mrs. Valgas gained nothing from these suggestions. I'm getting life from this. Morgan claimed to have known Rachel would be going on the block as soon as she won, and she followed her into the HOH room. I would be on the block right now if you had won, Rachel said in response to Morgan's applaud. Every truth. And Morgan did acknowledge that at last. No way is she going out this week, she countered. She is a competitor, you know. Let's see how she performs. When Mickey was called to the DR, Will begged her to stay elegant, but I doubt she will. Mickey is going to be really sour about being nominated, in my opinion. Although Rachel stated that this is not about Jimmy, she also informed Morgan that there is no way to collaborate with her and Mickey. In the Big Brother house, this will be the 6th week. It's a hefty shot that Rachel has taken. The draw for veto players will be crucial. Also that veto comp. Keanu must be in a nice mood. Kelly must be feeling well. I'm really concerned that Keanu might win the veto and use it against Vince, so I'm hoping he won't be selected. You guys will get more updates later. A Rachel Reilly week would be the pinnacle of an AVA week. I appreciate your devotion as a listener. To ensure you don't miss the next episode, follow us wherever you get your podcast. Soap Dirt is available on all of the main podcasting services, such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and others.